if you're gonna walk around downtown, they open, holiday market. Wear a big faux fur coat, and be warm and wear the jacket and the hat. Dress up because it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Just because you're shopping around in Scranton doesn't mean you can't look the part.
So our grandparents always dressed to travel, and my grandparents met on the train to New York.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
They were both working in New York, but had family in Scranton, and they got on the train together and sat together, and they went dancing at the Waldorf after, and they just fell in love. Yeah.
Everything comes back to Scranton.
So my mom would always say to me when I lived in New York, dress for the bus. And I was like, It's not really the same crowd, but but I did. I dressed for Port Authority.
Welcome to Meeting Maggie, where we value each person's authenticity, whether it be over Starbucks or stargazing, and from fandom to fanfare. Season 2 of Meeting Maggie is all about the secret sauce of life. And as we discuss, they meet me, Maggie McGregor.
Hi everybody, I am Maggie McGregor here on Meeting Maggie podcast with Tara Atkins, owner of Golden Coast Boutique in Clark Summit, PA. And I'm so excited to have Tara on today. Tara and I just have the same core values, and the same things that are important to me are important to Tara. So I was so excited to have her on today to just share with you, all of you, what makes us tick. And Tara, let's start from the beginning. I know you want to share some childhood memories. What do you have to share with us?
Well, when we first started talking about this, we were saying about how style really can help your mental health. Or
Absolutely.
Not even style, just getting up and getting dressed.
Getting dressed,
So,
yes.
Yes, not leggings and a t-shirt or sweatpants. Like getting up and putting something on and really thinking about what you're wearing.
Right.
So I thought it's like a therapy session. So I went back to when I was a child, as they sometimes do, and see what makes you tick as you grow. And I was thinking, when I was a little girl, I used to love dressing up.
Yes,
always.
Me too.
I loved being outside in the treehouse and riding the motorcycles, but I loved dressing up with the shoes and the purse and the jewelry. And so as I grew and then I got into my teen years, like everybody was wearing the same thing. I didn't want to be like everybody else.
No.
Right?
For me, it was everybody wore the Abercrombie skirt and top, the Abercrombie plastered, and then Ugg boots, like the shorty Ugg boots.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I couldn't get far enough away from it.
No. I remember when we moved back here and we were driving through the university, and you look on either side and all the girls had black leggings, black North Face jackets.
That was my era.
Hunter boots,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Straight hair. They all look the same.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, what's going on here? This is horrible. Horrible. But the little boy that dresses up in the suit and comes to school, I was kind of like that. The girl that would wear the suit or the weird shoes or something different because I didn't want to be like everybody else.
Right. So Tara, I went to high school in the Gossip Girl era. So think about what they were doing with their uniforms. I tried to do with my uniform. So I had sparkly tights, necklaces. Even though Scranton Prep has a pretty rigid uniform, I was like, how can I add to this? And it was honestly so fun getting dressed every day for school. Mm-hmm. Having the uniform back, you know what I mean, layout, but then just being able to add things and I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I always went to Kohl's. Kohl's had the best costume jewelry. And I had big rings and my teachers used to say, find someone who could get you a real one.
That's funny. That's cute. That's very cute. Yeah. Well, luckily I didn't have to wear uniforms, so I could actually do anything. In those days there weren't real strict rules and about what you were wearing to school, but I always wanted to look nice. I guess I just always did.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just my thing.
So my grandmother, she was always like beautifully dressed, and she always, like, when we were in her presence, we had to be
Mm-hmm.
beautifully dressed because she would like burn us. Like, she would, yeah, if we weren't. So anyway, and burn my mom. So she
Burn your
became,
mom.
yeah, she became quadriplegic at in her early 70s. She fell,
Mm.
but every day she had, well, every week she had someone, a hairstylist, come to her home and set her
Mm-hmm.
hair and color, her hair. And she always went to, had my mom take her to Vincent's in her wheelchair
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
try on clothes. And she always looked beautiful, and she always went out. And I think I get a lot of like that. I like dressing up. I get that from her.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. She couldn't go out on her own. She couldn't drive,
Hmm.
but she still had that want and need to feel good, look good. And
Exactly.
because she did that, it probably made her life better and made her live longer.
Tara, I
You
was
know,
just
like,
going to say the exact same thing. She lived 13 years after her accident as a
wow.
quadriplegic. They told her she'd live maybe 5. And
Hmm.
13 years, it was absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy I got to witness it, because even
Hmm.
like I go to Allied for physical therapy, and they remember
Good.
her coming, and
Yeah.
she would wear like matching sets, and she
Hmm.
would dress up for physical therapy because she was like, I have to find a way to mentally get out of like this body, you know?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
be who
so
I always was. Oh my God, you're getting emotional. Thinking about her. That's sweet. That's so sweet. Well, sometimes I have women that come into the store and I'll say, oh, look at this, or how about this little glittery top? And they'll say, where am I going? And I'm
yes,
like,
and I'm
I don't
like, go
know.
to the grocery
Put it on.
store.
Go,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
go somewhere. Yeah, call your girlfriends and go out and to a movie and then have dinner. Like,
right,
you will
right.
feel so much better. Just go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wear to church. If that's where you go, wear to
Yeah.
church. Wear to the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
Find a place to go. And they always say, well, I have so many clothes. Well, you know what? Are you wearing those clothes? Take them and donate them, because there's
Mhm.
other women that could probably use them and they would
Mhm.
probably love them. So why not pass them along if you're not wearing them? And then maybe you'll want to get something new that makes you
Right.
feel better,
Right.
right?
Freshen it up. Um
Right.
no, it's
Right.
so important. Like, I know, cuz I struggle deeply with like depression and anxiety, and I'm very open about that. But I know when I get up and get dressed and like, even
Yes.
like put my makeup on and just go get a coffee. Like, even, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it just makes me feel better getting out. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's like, okay, I did something.
Hmm. And you know what? When you walk into that coffee shop wearing something that you feel really good in and you feel really confident, people will notice that and say, wow, look at, she's got a lot of confidence. Like, and she looks so pretty today. And I want to feel like that.
Right.
And then they
Right.
may go home, and then tomorrow when they go to the coffee shop, they might be like dressed a little nicer and feel a little bit better. And you know what? When you feel like that, you talk to people. You're like, "Hi, how are you?" And you carry on and you add happiness to other people's lives too. And then that kind of trickles down. And then maybe when that person is not feeling good and you said hello to them, or oh, I love your sweater, then they're going to feel good and they're going to say something to somebody else. It's passing along good vibes is
Yes.
what we feel at the
No,
store. Good
and you
vibes.
and I like wanted to talk about the good vibes and like how it's so important to keep that going and pass it on. So
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel
Hmm.
like in your daily life, probably the closest, like the biggest way you pass it on is through styling
Yes.
customers and clients. What other ways do you feel like you pass good vibes on? Like,
One of the things I say to the girls that help me in the store is, yes, we are a business. We want to sell clothing.
mhm.
But our biggest thing is to be kind to every
Yes.
person that comes in the door. A lot of people feel like they can't come to a small boutique. They
Mhm.
they might be not be able to afford something, or they feel strange. That they can go to the mall where the stores are big and kind of blend in, but they feel like they're not comfortable in a little store. So I said the
Mhm.
first thing is, you always are kind to the person that comes in. I don't care
Right.
what they're wearing, what they look like. You talk to them. You
Mhm.
find out more about them, because then they feel good because you want to know who they are, right?
Mhm.
So that's a big thing for us. And then the other thing is to let them know that we're here for them. That, they might not see what they like today, but it's always changing, and we can always find something that fits them, matches their style or their personality, and that's really important. And if we make a sale, great. But if we make them feel better when they leave, that's even better for us. That's what we really love. And I've met some crazy people. And you know what? They always come back. They're not crazy. They love to come back and chat, and we talk about, we solve problems. Like sometimes we'll be talking about somebody and they're having trouble with one of their kids or their husband or their job, and somebody's in the dressing room listening. They're like, oh, my kid went to that same school and this is how I'd help them. And all of a sudden it's like,
oh my God,
magnolia.
Yeah.
It's like we're all getting our hair done. It's crazy. It's a lot of times it's a therapy session in Golden Coast. Let me tell you, it's crazy, and that's what I love about it. It's more than just clothes; it's people.
Yeah. So a major way that you pass good vibes on is through your annual Golden Coast Fashion Show, and all of the proceeds go to a charity. And it's a fantastic event. I want to say fabulous because it is. It's like it's just
it's a party.
It's a party. It's fun. You see these great clothes, women and men of all sizes, and it's just a great night, and you feel like you're doing something good because the money raised goes to, what charity does it go to?
So this year we are working with Outreach.
Oh, okay.
It used to be EOTC. And our theme will be, you ready? Drum roll.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm so ready.
Dress for your success.
Oh, love it.
Dress for your success. So if you are a physical trainer, what are you going to wear that makes you feel good? You're not going to go in there in a ball gown, but you can still wear nice leggings and a nice sweatshirt or a top,
like a matching
workout
set.
Clothes that makes you feel good in your job, so you can help other people have success.
Right.
If you work in a hospital, you might wear scrubs, but there's no reason that we can't add like nice little skins underneath it with the designs, or a scarf, or fun shoes. So there's lots of ways. If wherever you work, whatever you have to wear for your job to feel successful and to pass that along to other people.
That's such a great that's such a great theory, and that's such a great thing to live by, and I'm so excited for the fashion show now.
Me too. And the haberdashery, the men's haberdashery in 44 will be joining us again this year.
Oh, great.
Because everyone loved the men in it last year, and they loved it so much. So we're going to do it again, and I'm working on a couple surprises.
Okay.
I like it to be a little different every year.
All right.
But yeah, I think it's a party. It's going to be fun. Yeah. We're going to have it at Glen Oak. It will be the third Saturday in April.
Oh, fantastic.
But that's when it will be.
Yeah, Glen Oak does a wonderful job with it, and men need more options in our area, so I'm so happy that you're bringing the haberdashery down to the Scranton, Clark Summit area, because they need to see what a wonderful job they do fitting people. No, we definitely need more men's options in this area.
I know. I feel men get lost. I mean, I remember even when my kids were little, you would go to buy them clothes, and it was like blue and red, maybe green, but it was like blue and red, and it was just so boring.
Yeah.
And they wanted to wear colors. They wanted to wear different things too. So, and my husband is a fashionista. He is. He's a good example for a lot of men. So,
where does he like to shop? Like a little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything. He does go to the haberdashery.
Okay.
He loves, Robert Graham. He actually also loves Carhartt. So he's very versatile.
Right.
Even when he's out cutting wood, he could do an ad for like Marlboro or something.
Yeah.
It still looks all really good. So
I feel
hat, Carhartt, boots.
I feel like he's someone who probably goes deep into the web and the online, and probably finds the most unique things. Shop local, but
what? He's a shop local guy.
Really? That's fantastic.
It could be on a vacation. It could be anywhere. But yeah, he's definitely shop local.
That's fantastic. That's a great attitude to have. So Tara, what is your Starbucks order?
Ooh. I'm not. You know what? When I order at Starbucks, I haven't been ordering coffee lately. You know what I'm
That's
addicted
okay.
to? I'm addicted to the dragon drink with the coconut in it.
Stop it. I need to
I
try this.
it's like, well, first of all, it is like my color. It's like this neon pink,
Oh,
right?
really?
Yes, and there's dragon fruit in it. So every so often when you like suck in the straw, the little fruit comes in and you chew it up.
Oh,
And it's just so good. And I feel like it's healthy and cold, and I get a big one. Is it the venti?
yeah,
I'm so bad
the
with it.
venti and the
Venti?
trenta, yeah.
Yes, yes. And my daughter-in-law, and my son, sometimes when they're there, they grab it and drop it off because they know I love it. So,
Yeah.
and that's like my order. That, and I love the feta wraps. That's like,
Oh, really?
I'm a big feta wrap girl. That's like, I could eat that for lunch. I could eat it for dinner. I feel like it's healthy, because there's spinach in it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, and
Yeah.
they're on like Uber Eats and DoorDash, so that's great.
I know,
I don't
but
know about you if they deliver, but I love a Starbucks Sammy delivered
yes, yes.
sometimes. Yeah.
There's also a coffee we got in Cabo. I can't remember the name of it, but it's coffee, and then they put this yummy alcohol in it. It's like
Oh, wow.
it's called Kahiro or something. I'll get it to you. I
Yeah,
know you don't drink
yeah.
alcohol, but if you know someone that really loves coffee and a little liqueur, like it's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the afternoon. It's really really good. Really good.
So if I go to Starbucks, I just order the dragon drink with coconut. That's what I'd order.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
hmm
I'm definitely
You
gonna
can
try
get
it.
extra coconut, extra dragon fruit, whatever you want, but I just like it with that. It's
I'm
good.
I'm
So yummy.
sensing a beverage review on my Instagram of this drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
it.
So what has been inspiring you this holiday season? Like, is there a movie you always watch like to get into the holiday mood? Or like is it like decking your house with decorations?
That's a hard one. I think it's really this year I feel really in control because I feel
Oh.
like I am finished with so much.
Oh, that's great.
After 58 years, I finally got it together. I don't know. But I think part of it's my kids are grown up. I have the business, so it keeps me moving like Hallmark. I have to do everything in advance.
Yeah.
So, but this year the store is decorated inside and out. Please come and see it. It's beautiful.
Yes, I can't wait.
Um, the clothes are fun. It's sparkly and fun. My house is decorated inside, but not outside. The snow is definitely helping me get in the mood.
Yeah.
That's really all the. I mean, once I start getting decorating and stuff, I love to listen to music, holiday music. So that'll be on at the store already. I do like more like the rock and roll, like
Okay.
fun songs,
Yeah.
instead of the classics, but I love that. And usually it's when my kids are all coming home. My oldest probably won't make it home this year until maybe New Year's. They started a new job, and that's always hard.
Yeah.
But that's what I love. And Thanksgiving helps because like the family gets together and all the
Yes,
kids
yes.
and grandparents, and so that gets me ready and gets me psyched for the holidays. I
For
love that.
sure.
Yeah.
What is on your holiday playlist?
Ooh.
Like if you had
Let's
to
see,
pick, like if you had to pick like top 3 songs, I won't make you go through like a whole list, but
Well, I will tell you that I used to, play the CDs. We'd put all the
Yeah.
music CDs in, and we listen. And one of my favorites is the Rosie O'Donnell Christmas one.
oh really?
If you've never heard it, you got to listen to it.
Yeah.
She does all these songs with all her, with all these stars, and she's hysterical. Like she does one with Donny Osmond and Cher, and
Oh my gosh.
it's just a great one. I love that one. And then the other ones I used to love is, I forget what they're called, but it's where they take all the rock and roll people and like Bruce Springsteen, like Santa Claus is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom, boom. And
Wait,
they
what is
play,
it? I know what you're talking about. They do one like every year.
Yes, yes.
And it's all like-
that was my other favorite.
It's kind of like remixes.
But, I mean, who doesn't love like Grandma Got Run Over by the Reindeer? That's hysterical. You got to play that, right?
Well, I
love
make a
that.
Christmas burned CD every year, and whether you
Oh.
have a playlist or whether you have a CD player or not, you're getting a copy this year of. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I give them to all my giveaway winners, but I have one
Oh,
for
cool.
you. So at some
Oh,
point, I'll
awesome.
drop it at your doorstep or drop it at the store.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and that's like a tradition for me that
Yeah.
I make it every year, and it gets kind of like me in the mood. And I love giving, so like
Yes.
reaching out to
Yes.
people and giving that thoughtful gift, I feel like is kind of like
Yeah.
how I get in the spirit.
Love it.
Yeah, that and like the Little Debbie's Christmas trees.
Oh my gosh, everybody loves those. Everybody loves those. Yeah, that's not, I don't know.
Not your
I don't even know
forte?
if I have a favorite Christmas. I actually like fruitcake, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Which is really weird. A good fruitcake that's kind of moist with all the little chunkamunks in there.
Yeah.
My great grandmother used to make a really good one. But I love fruitcake. It's strange, but I do.
You're the first
And
person.
I also love like Christmas morning, the cinnamon buns, the
Oh,
little
yes,
blueberry
yes, yes, yes.
nougat. My kids used to love those, and I still kind of make those every so often. So, but you eat too much of that, you'll have to come back to Golden Coast and buy more clothes.
Yeah.
Maybe I should serve them at the store.
Yeah, maybe.
But that was another thing we were talking about too, about getting people to. One of my other big things is trying to get women to push themselves a little bit, right? And come out of their shells and come out of their
Yes.
like everyday, like you try different coffees and different sodas, right? Even
Yeah.
just that is stretching yourself, reading a different book,
Right, right.
going to a movie that you wouldn't necessarily go to because it's like a documentary or something. So when they come in the store, we try to get them to just make a little change, like wear a funky tight, like you said when you
Yeah.
wear your uniform. Just adding something, adding a brooch. Brooches are hot right now. So, like, if you have any of your grandmother's brooches, put those on your
I
lapel
have
and
so
on your
many.
coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, put them on. I mean, some of them, like, you put a grouping together and they look super funky,
Yeah.
and wear it with, like, a big oversized blazer and, like, combat boots and, like, a funky skirt and you're jamming. Like,
Yeah.
that would be really cool for the holidays, Just little things like try a hat. Like, this is a great season to try hats.
Yeah.
People will say, oh, I don't look good in a hat. Well, maybe you're trying to wear the wrong hat.
Yeah.
Try a different hat. Not everybody looks good in a beanie.
Yeah.
Maybe try one of those furry hats or one that wraps around
Yes.
your neck.
Yes.
Or,
Like the
find
furry
something-
headband or like
Yes.
a beret,
Or
a little
even
beret.
a sparkly headband.
Yeah.
Try, if you always wear little stud earrings, wear a bigger pair and then maybe a bigger pair.
Yeah.
Like try a different lipstick. If you always wear red, try a pink or a dark burgundy or maybe it doesn't look good, but maybe it does. Like branch out, people. Try something.
And-
Life is too short.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be like a big expense. Like you can try a new lipstick at the drugstore and like maybe it's
Exactly.
not your shade. Like for the fall, I was like, I'm gonna get fall lip colors. So I did like
Yes.
dark, like a little bit of a darker lip like throughout the fall. And I loved it. And I got so many
Yeah.
compliments and it's just you're right, it's just fun. Like broadening your horizons.
Yeah. Go raid your sister's closet. Right?
Yeah.
Or swap with your girlfriend. Or, even Goodwill or Salvation Army or a vintage store. There's always cool stuff in there that you could do something with. Because remember, someone's junk is someone's treasure, right? Someone else's treasure. So you can go in there and you don't know what you're going to find,
No,
You never know. Beautiful old scarves. You never know.
I
Funky
love
furs.
Yeah, I loved. There was a consignment store by the Garrity's in Clark Summit. It's closed now, but they always had like kind of like the old lady like dinner dance, like beaded like jackets and like dresses and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing. Like, so
Yes,
I
yes.
have this really cool jacket. It doesn't fit me right now, but it's like all beaded, and everybody thought I got it like from Free People or like Neiman Marcus. I wore it to Christmas Eve, and one of my favorite holiday dresses, I haven't taken it out this year yet, is from Goodwill. It's just like a sparkly like old lady. It's all hand beaded, like
Old lady.
Yeah. No,
funny.
but you know what I mean. Like it's like definitely from like a dinner dancer, like a San
Yeah.
Andrea
Oh, yeah.
of years past.
love
But it's such a beautiful piece that it's made so well. So no, that is a great tip. Yeah.
Yeah. You never know what you're gonna find.
No.
Never. Never.
No.
Capes are really big right now.
Yes.
Brooches, like I said. Just try a different handbag. You know?
Yeah.
Try a different handbag.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could just borrow one. You don't even have to buy one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Swap with your friends. Now's a really good time to have a little swap. Call everybody over. Tell everyone to bring one thing that you can switch with each other.
Yeah.
And just do it. That's always a fun little get together.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Well, and On and On. I don't know if you've ever been to On and On.
Yeah, no, that's
They
fantastic.
have a lot of cool stuff. You know,
Yeah.
that you'll find there. There's a lot of cool places around.
I love the accessories at On and On, like the hair barrettes and just all the vintage things.
Even that, a different hairstyle, right? Even
Yeah.
if you part your hair in the middle, try it on the side for a week and see what happens.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You don't have bangs, get bangs. If you don't, whatever, pull the bangs back.
Yeah.
Right? Make it pink. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do something. Red and green. I don't know. It's fun. I mean, there's so much you can do. So much. And just doing something different makes you happy, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
No,
It does me at least. I don't know.
No, we need that change, and that change is scary for our nervous system. But once it happens, it's good. So,
Baby steps.
Yes,
Baby
yes.
steps.
And it's so great
steps.
that you're there to support so many women through those changes. That they have somewhere to go to chat about it.
The other thing too, Maggie, there's a large community of transgender people in our city, and that's really hard. Trying to be comfortable enough when you go into a store to go into the women's dressing room or the men's dressing room,
Right.
or even ask for help because you feel judged.
Right.
So it's really important that other store owners are open to anybody that comes in to say, hey, I think this would look really good on you, or try this. So that's another important thing I wanted to bring up too, that it's really important to help everyone.
Right. Right.
Everyone is important. Everyone needs a little help. So I don't want people to forget about that too.
No,
in the world.
That's a great point, and I'm so happy you brought it up. Everyone matters, and everyone deserves the dignity and that to be treated with dignity when they walk into an establishment. No matter who they are, no matter what they look like. And you're right, we have a big community of transgender people, and that needs to be recognized. Yeah. So,
I mean, Bethany Frankel, I don't know if you saw this not too long ago, but she was running around. I forget what city she was in, and she was just in her workout clothes. She had gone to the gym. And she was.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And Chanel, right?
Yes.
Chanel. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna just bop in, and the guard was like, I don't know, I have to check and see if you can come in. And he went and checked, and they're like, all right, they didn't recognize her, I guess. But that's what shouldn't matter.
Right.
It shouldn't matter if they recognize her or how she's dressed or whatever. So they let her in for 2 seconds. She comes in, and she looks around, and she leaves. Because she's treated poorly. It's like the whole Pretty Woman thing,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So then the next day, she goes back all dressed up. She pulls up in her car. Her driver opens the door. She goes in. They don't question it. They let her right in the door because of how she looks. And she goes in, and she really pretty much says to the person, I was in here yesterday. You couldn't spend any time with me. You didn't even want to talk to me because of the way I was dressed, blah, blah. And I'm sure she still looked pretty good when she came in.
Yeah.
Right? And then what did they do? They were like, oh, Bethany, She goes, I'm not going to buy anything. And she walks out the door. She videoed the whole thing, which she was pretty brave to do that. And then Chanel started sending her stuff.
And then so Bethany actually follows me. I don't know if you knew that.
I love that.
Yeah, I tagged her in a post, and then she just randomly followed me. I don't know why she's been following me for this long, but I'm just hoping it's my content. And but I remember when that happened, and now she's when she wears even a Chanel bag, she's like, local artisan, doesn't give them the credit. And it's everybody deserves to be treated the same way with dignity, no matter what they look like, no matter whether they're going to spend $500 or $5. They should be treated with respect.
Right.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Makes me so angry. I mean, that's happened to me before. I mean,
Mhm.
I've gone into places and kind of like they're watching me, and I'm like, why are they watching me? They're
Right,
not asking me,
right.
like, and it just makes you uncomfortable or whatever, and you walk out, right? Or
Yeah.
if they don't ask you or don't talk to you, and then I've had the other ones where you're smothered. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh my gosh, I don't think I want anything in here. And you're like, ugh. So I try to walk the fine line. I try to tell people about what we have, but then I want to let them but I don't want them to think I'm not ignoring them either. It's a hard line. It's a really hard line because some people want you to be like showing them everything, and other people are
Mhm.
like, I just want to shop, leave me
Right.
alone.
They
So you
want
kind of have
that.
to read everybody.
Right. Some people want that anonymity, like of just
Yes,
like kind of
yes,
like I'm just doing my own thing, and then you're right. Some people
right.
want a lot of attention.
Yes,
So yeah,
yes.
that is a tricky
It's
line
hard.
to
It's hard. It is
teeter.
hard. It is hard.
So
And
Ter-
and I always feel bad if I don't have something for someone. I'm always like, oh, if I can get it, but I can't always get it.
yeah,
That's hard too. But you can't please every single person. So I've
no,
learned that I can't do that. And that's another thing I've learned for myself too. I can't please everybody. I can't please my husband all the time or my kids or my family or my customers. And that's, I think, a big thing that I've learned just having the store. So
that's a
that's a
really
big thing.
great thing to bring up because I think as women we like more so than men we are expected to be able to please everyone, and
Right.
that's a really great lesson that you brought up. Um, so what inspired you to buy
Oh.
the store?
Well,
I'd imagine that was
a
like a big life change.
It was. It was. So originally in college, I was in fashion merchandising,
Oh,
and
okay.
I wanted, grow up and move to New York and own, do all the windows for all the stores and all
Yes,
that kind of stuff.
the visual
And
merchandising.
and then I fell in love and decided, no, I want to be a wife and a mom. So totally different route. But I always loved clothes. I always love all of that. I'm not a huge shopper, and I'm not a big design person. I don't carry a designer purse. I just buy things I like.
Yeah.
So, jump forward many years. My kids were grown up, out of school, living on their own, and I was working for my friend Lisa at the Waverly General Store part time. And my friend Bridget Brown, who owned Golden Coast at the time, she was having a baby, so I was working for her too. And just going in and having fun and playing with the clothes and the stuff and leaving. But something in me was like, I want this for myself. I
Yeah.
really want my own place. And I always feel like there's always something more you can do, right?
Mhm.
So I'm like, I really want a store, Tim. That's my husband. And I said, and he's like, well, if that's something you really want to do, let's pursue it and see what you think. And every place I went to look at, it was like the contractor would be like, Tara, you got to gut the place. It's going to cost a fortune, blah, blah.
Mhm.
It's too small. It's too this. It's too that. So I was kind of getting discouraged. And then one day I said to Bridget at Golden Coast, I'm like, I just went to look at another place and I'm discouraged. I'm never going to find a place to open a store. And she goes, well, what about Golden Coast? And I said, what? She goes, yeah. She goes, you know what? I just had a baby and I'm working part-time. It's like, I think I might be ready to sell the store. And I'm like, wow. And I thought, it's already established. I can change it and make it my own.
Yeah.
I don't have to start from scratch. I love the location. It's close to home. It's got great vibes. And I said, great. And do you know, by the time we negotiated everything and signed the papers, she was pregnant with baby two.
Aw.
So it worked out perfectly. I said, someday now when your kids are grown up and you want to come back, you can buy it back from me. I'll be ready to let go, right? So, and we just moved forward and we just did, made it what we wanted, and it's just been amazing ever since. I love it. I love it every day. Some days I get a little stressed because I don't have a lot of employees. I have friends that kind of come and go that I rely on a lot when I go away because I like to get away and relax and recharge so I can come back. And that's what we've been doing. January will be year 5.
Oh my
already. I
gosh.
can't even believe it.
I can't
know,
believe
I
that.
can't
Um,
believe it. I know.
you really added so much flair to the store, and I love the events that you do. I love coming to your events. I love seeing like how successful they are because you're right. Like people need something different. Um,
Yes, yes. And you know what? I'm not in the business to get rich.
Mm-hmm.
I love what I do. We do well at the store, but we really try to give back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
We put in a cute little library on the side of our store, and we had a local artist paint it, and another friend of mine actually built it. He was a banker in Clark Summit, so he built it. A friend that's an artist painted it. People, I'll tell you, I think the little library gets more action than we do. I mean, people are always in and out. The bottom shelf is for kids, the top shelf is for adults. And then I look out my window and I see the reflection from the stores across from me at my building, and it was just plain tan, ugly beige stucco. And I thought, we can make a mural here. We can make it beautiful for our whole little hood there in Clark Summit. So we found an artist, and he came and did this beautiful mural of a woman with flowers. It's really our jam at the store. And it brightens the whole little area. People come to take pictures with the mural. It's crazy. I love it. So we try to do that. We're involved with the ABPA in Clark Summit. So we help with the Ice Fest and the parade. You'll hear me on the loudspeaker lining everybody up for the parade. We're in the parade every year. My friends and my kids and my husband, we drive the Golden Coast Jeep, and we go with the theme, and we do that. And I want to tell you that this year, on the 23rd, Santa will be at Golden Coast.
Oh my God!
Taking pictures with people. So, I've been doing teasers, so I will be posting it soon that Santa will be there, so you can come get your picture taken with Santa, who's a professional Santa. He's like the real deal.
Yeah.
So he'll be there. So we'll be doing that. We had a fun, Small Business Saturday and Black Friday and Pink Friday, which is the week before Black Friday. And then the fashion show will be the next biggie coming up after the holidays. So yeah,
exciting.
Yeah,
you had a girls' night that I went to, and I got my tarot cards read. Tarot's read, yeah. That was really fun.
Yeah, we have to do more of those. We really do. We have to do more because that's fun. It's fun. A nice night just to come and have fun.
Yeah.
If you shop, you shop, but it's fun just to get together and meet other women that you might not meet normally,
Yeah.
I love that.
Do you have a favorite quote?
Oh, gosh. I really don't. I really should. There's just so many things. So many things like talk to me, but I really don't have a favorite
Or like,
quote.
Do you have a mantra that's like inside your head that you repeat throughout the day?
Yeah, just be you, be unique, be kind. I mean,
I love that.
Those are the things I always say. Be strong. Be strong.
Yeah.
Because, that's what I always say to my kids. I'm like, do your best because that's all you can do. You might fail, but you're going to learn from whatever your failures are. I mean, I feel like I've done that my whole life. And, your mind is also very powerful. You can think negative thoughts and go that route. You can try to think positive thoughts and go that route. And I think it's really important to, and always have somebody to talk to. My husband and I are really, really close. We've been married for 33 years, and he is my roots. He's really my roots. I said I might be the blooming flower, the blooming tree, but he's the one that nourishes me.
That's amazing.
And I think that's really important to have that special somebody, whether it's your sister, a friend, your husband, your grandmother, grandfather, whoever it is. You need to have somebody that you can tell them everything, and they're still going to love you no matter what. And I think that's really important. And I think it's really important for kids now because there's so much crap out there and so much bullying, and they need to know that they're special. They're good. They're and something that they may do to somebody can really affect them, either positively or negatively. And I think that's really, really important. Really important.
I think something that you said, like, they're special, like, that really resonates with me because I feel like making people feel like they're special is an important thing to me throughout my day. Like, because everybody is special and unique. And making, like, people feel like everyone you run into, making them feel like they have value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's important. Even your dogs want lots of love.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sad when they don't get lots of love. And I mean, they come over and they want you, and sometimes you're like, go lay down. And then I feel guilty. I'm like, oh man, I feel bad that I said that to him. Come here, let me pet you. But even they want it. I think that's important too for older people. I feel like older people, kind of get lost because a lot of times people don't spend time with them or give them hugs or or ask them questions. Ask your grandparents and your older aunts and uncles questions. They want to talk about. You can learn a lot from them.
Yes.
I feel like I learn something every day from different people that come in the store too.
That's
I think
amazing.
That's really important.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to learn.
No.
So it's important to do that. Oh my gosh, I sound like a philosopher.
You are a philosopher. Tara Atkins, the philosopher. How would you describe your personal taste?
Eclectic. Very, very eclectic.
I was very interested to see how you would answer this question.
Very eclectic. I mean, today I'm wearing black and funky check pants.
Fun.
Because it's warm and cozy, but still stylish.
Yeah.
But, I mean, some days I want to wear magnolia pearl. That's really boho-y and
love
crazy.
it.
And then other days I'm like, I want to be preppy today. Wear something really preppy. I would say I'm probably more boho than preppy. And then some days I'm like, oh, I saw that look on somebody. I want to try that, and make it my own. You know what I really love? I love that masculine, feminine look. Like, I remember when I was younger, and I don't know if you remember this, but the Charlie perfume ads.
No, I don't remember.
It was like the woman that comes in and she's got the high-waisted pants with the suspenders and the tie, and she could do anything because she works all day and she brings home the bacon and she smells great because she's wearing Charlie perfume, right? It's all about the perfume, right? And I used to say, I want a name like that. That's kind of like a guy name, but it could be a girl name. Like, hey, Charlie,
Yeah.
I was really into like the, Charlie's Angels and how the real strong women and they dressed really cool. So I love that look, like the ties that are coming back and suspenders, and you could wear the men's tuxedo.
Right.
But I'm also very foo-foo. Like, I also love I was kind of like the little ballerina that was on the motorcycle outside or up in the tree, like I have those two. I love to be outside and do stuff, but I also love to be dressed up and go out. And when we go out, I like to dress up, right? Like even if we're just going out for dinner, like sometimes Tim will say, where are you going? What are you doing? You're getting all dolled up. And I'm like, well, sometimes, babe, girls dress for other women, not just for themselves and men. They dress for the other women because we're inspiring each other, right?
Something people often say to me is, do you know you live in Scranton? And I'm like, yeah, I do. But it's funny that people say that, Like, they're like, this is Scranton, PA. And I'm like, I know where I am.
Yes. It's funny because I was looking at Instagram today and this woman was posting that she was going on this train ride, this beautiful old train ride. And she had this long plaid jacket with little velvet lapels. And she was getting into the vibe of being on this beautiful old train and how people would dress then, right?
Right.
And then you see the video of people, and there was like a guy sitting in a flannel shirt and another person in a t-shirt, and I was like, why can't you, if you're like having that experience, dress like the experience, right? And it kind of took away from what she was doing on this beautiful train in this beautiful outfit. Like, you get the vibe, if you're gonna walk around downtown, the open, holiday market, wear a big faux fur coat, and be warm and wear the jacket and the hat and dress up because it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Just because you're shopping around in Scranton doesn't mean you can't look the part.
So our grandparents always dressed to travel. And my grandparents met on the train to New York.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
They were both working in New York but had family in Scranton, and they got on the train together and sat together. And they went dancing at the Waldorf after, and they just fell in love. Yeah.
Everything comes back to Scranton.
So my mom would always say to me when I lived in New York, dress for the bus. And I was like, it's not really the same crowd, but
yes, but when you get off that
But
bus,
I did. I dressed for Port Authority. Hi, this is Maggie McGregor, and this episode of Meeting Maggie is sponsored by Sandy and Clarence Lamanna, making our community better, one child at a time.
Well, I love that they're saying that now about flying. Can you
Right.
get out of your pajamas when you're flying and
Right.
dress a little nicer? I
Hmm.
say that to people all the time. I said, people will come in and get clothes. They're going to Rome or they're going somewhere in France or whatever. I'll say, when you get there, I want you to look around at the youngest little child and the oldest man and look at how they're dressed. Everybody in Europe is dressed. They dress. They don't have to be walking around in a ball gown, but they're always dressed. You don't see them running around their leggings and their sweatsuits, and they dress. And how hard is that to dress? I
Yeah.
think we've gotten very lazy. Even their casual looks there are nice.
Yeah.
They're better than ours.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, really? I don't know why it's so hard to dress up a little bit. Like, I don't know. It's one of my pet peeves, really. It makes me crazy. That and fake people. Like, it just makes me crazy. It's like, ay. Just look a little nicer.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. No, you nailed it.
Yeah.
All right. Tough.
It's like the pageant mom, the pageant mom that's like in her big t-shirt and leggings, and then the kids like dress head to toe all done up. It's like, really? Come on, mom, look the part. Have her to look up to you, Gosh,
Yeah.
it's terrible. Oh my
So, tough question. Red lip
Okay.
or nude lip?
You're talking to a lippy girl.
Yeah.
I try to do that little nuder lip because it's very Parisian.
Right.
And
right.
I love France, and I would love to have an apartment. That's like one of my goals. I would love to have an apartment
Yeah.
there. I would love it. But I can't get away from the pink, the bright pink. I'm not
really?
a good red girl. Yeah, I mean,
So
I
you're
don't know
more
if you
of
can even see
No, I can see the pink.
how pink.
Yeah.
But I love, and I think my mother-in-law has a lot to do with that. She's always got her lipstick on.
I was just
and it
going to
always
say
makes me
that.
feel like I have to lipstick, and I don't look good in red unless I'm wearing red. Then
Oh,
I look
okay.
okay in red. Or if my hair is darker, I look good in red. But when my hair is lighter, I go more pink and orange.
Okay.
Honestly. But I do love, in the summer, I love more of a nude, like when you're tan.
Right.
And you can just do a little pinky gloss. I do like that. But when it comes to lips, I might not have any makeup on, but I have my lipstick
Yes.
walking to the bus stop. Like I always, even would dress for the bus stop to walk my kids to the bus stop. And they'd be like, where are you going? I'm like, nowhere. I'm just walking to the bus stop. But it's a kind of a joke in my house. Like if I don't have lipstick on, I must be sick.
Yes, no. I was having a hard day, like last month, one day, and my mom was like, I noticed you didn't put your lipstick on.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got me.
Yeah. Well, it was always a joke. My mom would always say, where are your earrings? She'd say to my sister and I, where are your earrings? It was always a joke. And my sister would say, look, I don't have any earrings in today. I don't know what it was. It was like, you should always have earrings in. And I think it's like your lipstick. You should always have lipstick on or something on you.
Yeah.
I mean, because even if you're, you should dress and wear something. You don't always have to have lots of jewelry on, but a little something, makes you look good and feel good. So, I don't know. I love these questions.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some of your favorite pieces in your wardrobe?
Ooh.
This is a hard question because you really have to review,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I love undergarments.
Okay.
I think sometimes when you have new underwear, that is like, woo!
Yeah.
The whole James Mansfield with the brassiere, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
I think when you have new underwear, you feel like nobody knows what you have on underneath, but you feel better than the old rainy panties.
Yeah.
So I always feel like new underwear I love, and if it's matching, ooh, extra points.
Yeah.
I'm floating when I walk out the door. I think those are also important for date night. You should always have something so you feel a little bit more feminine and sexy. I love that. I love faux fur. I have this like big yellow Big Bird faux fur jacket. I have a green one with a hood that's like the Grinch. I swear to God, it's the Grinch color. I love that. I have a big pink one I sold at my store 2 years ago. I love faux fur vests. I love them.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. My new favorite thing is I got these pair of sneakers in the UK when we were there visiting a couple of months ago, and they're called Golo, Golo,
Oh.
and they kind of look like Adidas, but they're not Adidas because
Uh-huh.
everybody's wearing.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah,
so they're fun and they're very comfortable. I love shoes, but they have to be comfortable.
yeah.
Like
Okay.
heels, I love heels. But I would say the undergarments, the faux furs, those are my favorite. And I love pajamas. I love
Oh,
cozy pajamas. I love to be snuggled up in a big robe. One of my favorite things is my robe that we got. I got for a Christmas present for my son, and I had it on at a spa like years ago, and it's really soft and cozy on the inside, and on the outside it's like a polished cotton. It's pink,
oh.
and it's so snuggly. That's like one of my favorites.
Who
So I
is
would
that
say
by?
the underground. It was from a spa in Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere. I can't remember.
Okay.
I can get the name and send it to you. if
Yeah,
you
I'll
like it.
attach it.
But it's
Yeah.
really cozy. Yeah, it's really comfort. Like I want to look good, but I want to be comfortable.
Right.
Like the days of like being in pain and being to look good is over.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
you don't need to have the high shoes all day. You can have the ones that have the chunkier heel or the underneath the ball of your foot. They're much more relaxed and more comfortable. You don't have to wear the garters. You can wear sexy underwear without wearing all that crap. Like, you can still look good and feel good. I love real fur, but I do love faux fur.
Yeah.
So,
Recycled fur, I feel like, is
yes,
the trend.
I love that too. Yes.
So where do you get your jammies? Where's your favorite place to get jammies?
Lately, I've been Natural Life. Did you ever, Natural Life? It's a company. It has
No.
it's very, very florally and very pretty, kind of boho-y. They sell
Okay.
things for like in your car. They sell things for in your house. They sell little bowls and stuff. Well, they just started doing pajamas.
Okay.
And they're like flowers, and you can get like little tanks. You can get long sleeves and
Nice.
cozy bottoms, and they're all pretty. They're like florally, and they're just. I love them. I love them.
So
I love
fun.
them.
I feel like if we had to add a store to the mix in Scranton, I would pick a lingerie store, like just nice, like classy, like underwear and just like you're saying, things to go under outfits. And
Yes.
like for date night, I think that's really important, and it would be a great ad. I think to the mix.
That's true. That's true. And a good men's store.
Yeah, no, definitely a good men's store, and I think like lingerie. That's what we need.
That'd be nice. Yes, for everyone.
Yeah,
Young people, old people, because the older ladies still love the slips.
yeah,
Slips. Now the slips are like we wear them out.
yeah.
They're like dresses now for us. They look like slips. I get that sometimes. Is this pajamas? Is this a nightgown? No, it's a dress. It's a dress. It's a dress. So funny.
Gap used to have like a great loungewear line, and I would wear their their nightgowns with like a cute cardigan. Like that was a really good look. Like when I lived in New York, there used to be a Gap store on Fifth Avenue. It's not there anymore, but they had a whole floor of like just like comfy. I love that. Yeah. All right. Do you like to nail the basics or accessorize? Which one do you like more?
Probably accessorize.
Me too. Yeah.
I'm an
It's so fun.
accessorizer.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about moving this from my office where all my kids' artwork is when they were little to my closet. I was gonna do
Yes!
this in my closet, and I'm like, I wish I had thought about this earlier because I would have to go get a little table out of my garage. But I was like, how fun would that have been to be in my closet so you could see all the crap around?
We can
And I
do
could be
it.
like,
We
"Ooh,
can
look
do
at
this
look at
again.
that." But in my closet, actually, on the wall, I'm a big vision board girl.
Yeah.
Like I have an old vision board over here on the wall in my right there.
Oh,
on
love
the
it.
door. Yeah. So I love to do vision. My newest vision board is actually in the bathroom at my store because it has to be somewhere where you see it all the time.
Every
so you
day,
can look
yes.
at it and read it. So every time I'm in the bathroom, I'm like looking at it, and reading what I need to manifest. But this one, pretty much almost every single thing on this one has come true, which is really cool. I took the chickens off because I decided, chickens aren't for me.
No.
It's not good. But even the tree house, We built a beautiful tree house. You should definitely. We could do a podcast from the tree house, which would be
Oh my
very cool.
God.
We have a big tree house out in the back, which is really fun. It's made of all old windows.
That's
And my
amazing.
husband and I built it with a guy. We had a guy help us build it, and it's beautiful. There's a big deck, and we can have cocktail parties out there. It's really fun.
Oh,
It's
that's
a fun little
awesome.
place. Yeah, it's really fun. But I so in my closet I have some things hanging there that remind me to read it every day. Like there's a woman in a plank, and it says something about skinny's not strong.
Hmm.
And I look at that every day because I was always a dancer, and I always felt that you can never be skinny enough to dance. And
Right.
then I realized one day, no, that's not what it's about. It's about being strong.
Right.
Because if you're strong, you're a stronger dancer, you're a stronger person, you're stronger. So I always keep that in there. And I also have a thing about a picture of Melissa Etheridge because I love Melissa Etheridge, and I think she's such a badass. And
She's
she's got her issues like everyone else.
she's
But,
come,
and I
come to
actually
my
met
window.
her.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I met her. She was in Wilkes-Barre a couple years ago, and Tim had arranged for us to do a meet and greet before.
Oh my
And I got to
God.
get my picture taken with her, and she gave me a little swag bag, and it was really, really cool. Yeah, I've always loved her music, so I love her.
She's come to my window, right? Like come to
Yes,
my, yeah.
yes.
I did a TikTok to
Um,
that a little while ago.
One of her best songs, too, is a song that she did after 9/11.
Oh,
And if
really?
you've never heard it, you need to hear it. And it's amazing. It's so good. And then there's another one that she did about breast cancer.
Oh,
It's called
wow.
I Run. I run for my mother, my daughter. I run for life. I run. It's really, look it up and listen to it. It will move you like nothing's moved you before.
Oh
Both of
my
those songs.
gosh.
They're really, really good. Really good songs.
I'll have to link all of
Yeah.
this. Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
you will love it. Mm-hmm. I love
Um,
them.
all right, sweet treat or a savory snack?
Really hard. I would say sweet treat
Me too. Yeah.
because I used to get up. You're gonna love this. When we were just married, I would get up in the middle of the night, like 4 o'clock. I would have a glass of iced tea and double stuffed Oreo cookies. I love double stuffed Oreo cookies. Actually, at my wedding, my dad just too. We had this big crystal bowl full of double stuffed Oreo cookies
Get
next to the
out.
wedding cake.
Oh my
No, it was
God.
hysterical. Everyone's like, "What's with the Oreo cookies?" I'm like, "I love them. I love them." We're like, yeah, I would say sweet treat. I love a little something sweet after. And then when I'm really, trying to watch what I eat, my little treat is I take ricotta and I put a little sweet, little Splenda in it, and then I mix in a little vanilla extract.
Oh.
Mix it in, and it's really tasty.
Oh, wow.
But it's not full of lots of calories. So
Yeah.
you get a little sweet treat.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm a big tea girl too.
Oh,
A
really?
big tea girl. I literally have a drawer of teas.
Oh my gosh.
So if you're feeling like your tummy hurts, you have a tummy tea. If your head, your chest, your throat, I have medicinal teas for everything. I'm crazy about teas.
You're
Yeah.
like me with coffee. Like I have my
Yes,
coffee
yes.
bar. Yeah.
Yes, yes. We love coffee here, but I love my teas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love them.
What was your last impulse buy at the grocery store?
Oh man, my husband does most of the grocery shopping.
Oh, really?
Now that I have this store, trying to think, what was the last impulse buy?
Like I always grab like a funky creamer, like for like my coffee.
yeah,
Like that always
no.
sells me.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have gotten. I don't know. I usually try different things.
Hmm.
I can't even think about what I bought last time.
Or
at the
like
grocery store.
I love a new cheese, like you know what I mean, like a new like brie or like goat cheese. To, like,
Right,
to
yeah.
have as like with my dinner.
Little charcuterie. I love that too. I don't know. Probably a magazine. I'm
Yeah.
always like, I hate to buy magazines and spend the money, but I love magazines.
No, I love
So,
them. So where do you
yeah.
go? Where do you go to get your magazines?
Well, I just was at that new Barnes and Noble.
Did you like
Oh
it?
my gosh. It's so beautiful. And everyone was saying, like, my son went, he goes, I got emotional because it was like when we used to go as kids, like, we would go in the afternoon and I would go in the kids section and hang out with the kids while my husband did his shopping,
Yeah.
reading, and then we'd switch and we'd have coffee and snacks, and the kids love that. Like
Yeah.
they would, that's why they both love reading, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I felt emotional when I went in there, Mom. It was like gorgeous. And then my mother-in-law was there. She's like, it's beautiful. I could have spent a fortune buying like so much stuff. And we went there this weekend. I was like, oh, I love it. I love it. And I did. I bought a lot of stuff for a lot of people. I saw the magazine section and I was like, oh gosh, hold me back. Hold me back. Because there's so many good ones. But some of them are like expensive, like $15, $20. You know, if they come from different countries. Oh, yeah. I do love Magnolia, the Magnolia magazine.
Oh, yeah?
I do love that because there's always so much different things in it. I love the recipes in it. I love how they talk about different things, emotions, and what they feel for every season. I do like that magazine.
I read a lot. I read a lot of digital, but like I'm like you. I love like the hard copy, and I have a weekly appointment in Mountaintop. So on my way back, I'd always stop at the Barnes and Noble in Wilkes-Barre, in the Arena Hub, and they're the only store in our area that had the September Vogue. So like I was looking for September Vogue, and I was like, I'm buying a copy for everyone. Like I made this trek up here.
Vogue.
Yeah.
I get it delivered to my house. So if you ever want one, you just call me.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Are
you.
you done with it? Come and get it. I'll leave it at the store in my little mailbox because I do. I love it. But then I always cut up everything for my vision board.
Right. You have to.
Yeah. Good magazines, good words, fashion. So my latest thing I want to tell you about, my latest big adventure is I just wrote a children's book.
Get out. That's amazing.
I'm so excited. Actually, I have a copy of it here. I'm going to show you.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
the first person, except for my husband, to see it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Wow. That's amazing.
It's called Found, a Pot Cake Puppy Story. And it's illustrated by a local artist, Cara Colombo.
Okay.
And it's a story about years ago we went to Nevis. And, in all those islands, there's stray dogs. And they're called pot cakes, Potcake. And they got that name because the women making their rice and beans and all that would scrape the bottom of the pans and make little, pancakes and leave them out for all the stray dogs and cats and whatever. So they're called pot cakes. But in Nevis, they have a veterinary college, and there's no rabies on the island. Oh. So we heard that there was this fun drink at this little place called Mr. Sunshine's next to our resort. So one day, all of us walked down, and we had burgers and the drink, and this little puppy came out of underneath the place. And my mother-in-law started feeding him this burger. And he was the cutest little, this big, so cute. And the next day she said, I'm going to get the puppy.
Oh.
What do you mean you're going to get the puppy? You can't just take a puppy. She goes, I can. She goes, I talked to the veterinary on the island, and there's no rabies. And if the man doesn't care, probably he doesn't, we can take it. And we're going to take it today, and we're going to get it shots, and we're taking it home. And we're like, what? So she goes over, and she says to him, do you care if I take this puppy? He's like, no, please, because we have enough stray dogs.
Yeah.
So she takes the puppy, and she brings it back to our resort, and she takes it to the vet and gets shots, and to the store and gets collars and whatever, shampoo, and to do it all up. And so this little dog was dropped out of a car on a Wednesday, and it was in first class on a Sunday coming back to Waverly. So I always do something special when we go on these special trips as a thank you. And so I wrote the story. We named the dog Nevis because that's where we got her. And I wrote this story about Nevis in her voice, like a little puppy. Aww. And it's all about how the sparkly lady saved me, and I now have a family and brothers and sisters, and the whole story of their life. And I thought it was a great story. Everyone thought it was a great story. And a couple years ago, I was like, maybe I should make that into a children's book because it gives you knowledge about the pot cakes. It's kind of like an adoption story about how everybody's finds somebody. And I just passed it up. I was like, it's too much time. I don't know how to do all that, right? So then recently, I'm doing this. And Nevis is getting up there in age. I'm doing this book. So I contacted a company, a publisher. They loved this story. A local artist who I've been working with doing other things, they said, if we okay her, you can use her. They thought she was terrific. So they okayed her. And so we started. It took us about 4 months to put it all together and go back and forth and change up some of it. I mean, because I talk like a run-on sentence. So that's kind of how I write. And you can't do that for a children's book. They had to edit it and edit it. But keep that voice of that little baby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is how little kids talk. They say zip, zing, zoom, or oh my gosh. They say things over and over. So we had to keep all that and tell the story. And so it's now going to print.
That's amazing.
We thought we'd have it for Christmas, but we won't have it till after. But then we want to go. We want to go to Barnes and Noble and do book signing with this. And we want to go to Stately Pet, and we want to go to children's schools and the library, and so we want to do all that once the book comes out. So, and they help you kind of get into different stores and stuff too. So that's my latest, greatest project. So
that's so amazing. And
yeah, I'm really excited.
I like how you shared your journey, like about initially being like, I don't know how to do this. And so often we don't give ourselves enough credit. And the key is just starting. You can learn as you go. And like, I feel like with this podcast, I kind of did the same thing. I was like, for so long, I was like, I can't start a podcast. And then I was like, you know what, today I'm going to do it. And it rocks your world.
Yeah. Well, even when you were saying, like, I was like, I don't really understand how we're going to do this, but okay. And so, like, I wouldn't know either. And I think that, too, like, starting a business, like, I always joke, I never even balanced my checkbook.
Right.
Never.
Right.
And now all of a sudden I'm like, I got to pay taxes, and I got to, like, organize this, and I have to send thousands of dollars for a box of Steve Madden clothing. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? And you get educated by the right people. Like the SBDC at the university helped me a lot.
Right,
and then you talk to people in the business that are knowledgeable, and you learn from them, and you learn from your mistakes. Again, you learn from your mistakes, right? I'm sure when you first started, you were like, I can't hear you. Like, saying, and asking the right questions to make it interesting. Like, I think you made me much more interesting than I really am after all these questions you asked me. So I feel like, even that, I feel like, ooh, I'm really more interesting than I thought I was after talking to you this morning. So, yeah. I thought I was just like a mom store owner that wrote a book. But now I feel like, ooh, I'm really, like, I want to go upstairs and accessorize.
Yeah.
Today.
I just have some questions, like, in closing to, like, wrap everything up. What is your advice to people struggling with their mental health? Because you and I talked a lot about that behind the scenes. What would you say to people listening to this who are having, like, a hard day?
I think first you should try to write down how you feel. Sometimes just if I'm upset with someone, I'll write a letter. I mean, never give it to them.
Yeah.
But I feel like by writing out how I feel, it helps me deal with it all. I think writing, journaling definitely helps, good and bad, wishes, non-wishes, everything. And I also think finding someone, like I said, that you can be totally open with. You can tell them your worst things. They love you no matter what you do, how you feel. I feel like that's really, everyone should have somebody. I don't care if you talk to your dog.
Yeah.
Like, somebody that you can let it out. I think that's really, really important. Those two things, I think would really help you. And I think, I'm not a very religious person. I'm more of a spiritual person. But I feel like people that are religious, they can find a lot of relief in the religion. And I think that's really important. I'm more of like meditation person or do a yoga class or like, that's kind of where I can like, listen and get through what I'm going through. Those I think are the three big things that I feel are important.
Well, that's great advice. And I think, like you said, like having someone who's like your rock, who can validate what you're going through is so important in this life. And, I'm lucky to have... Non-judgmental
is important.
And I really feel grateful to have friends like you. So thank you for coming on today, and just thank you for being you. I can't wait to come up and see the store decorated for Christmas. It's going to be great. Everybody, shop Golden Coast, Clark Summits by Manning's. Yeah, go
And
see.
thanks for having me. This
Oh
was
my
fun.
God,
I feel
no,
like we should talk more.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important. Like now I feel like I want to call my college friends and just like catch up with everybody.
Right.
Because like I feel like I don't do that enough. I
Yeah.
really don't. I get
Yeah.
busy, we get busy with our life and we forget to call people and like check in with them.
Yeah.
So now I feel like I just want to call everybody and be like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You know?
Everybody
I don't know.
listening.
But thanks for having me.
Yeah, everybody listening, make sure to reach out and connect with your people. And this is Maggie McGregor on the Meeting Maggie podcast. And thanks for listening.
Hey, thanks for having me.